Robert Walls, a look at the team, and the big difference for Sydney is they're conceding 100 points a game so far. They didn't do that in the last 16 matches last year.
You're right, Tim, and this Sydney... Yes, there's Jared Waite in picture, and the Blues will miss Jared Waite. He's a real live wire up forward. And that's interesting, isn't it? We can see Jason Saddington, his first game for the Navy Blues, going on to his good mate Michael O'Loughlin, and we thought that might have happened. Saddington to full-back, and Lance Whitnell onto Barry Hall. McLaren, the second ruckman, he's gone forward.
So it's underway. The umpires are Wen, Kennedy and Quigley, and they're going nowhere in the opening 20 seconds or so. Houlihan at the bottom of it.
Ted Richards playing up forward for Sydney, and Fosdyke alongside Barry Hall. But Whitnell, I think that's a good move, Luke, to give probably their most experienced defender a chance to play on the best forward.
Clear into Jolly, but Stevens makes the takeaway, and that's a useful looking delivery. Lappin running under it. Still a chance for Carlton. McLaren giving Betts a shot at it. He did pretty well to conjure it out of there. Lappin, who started forward. DeLuca, Stevens, first shot of the night is wide. The Swans have started poorly in both matches so far, and they'll be looking to improve that side of it, Luke.
Yeah, they definitely will, Tim. They've got Leo Barry got the job on Brendan Favola, and he's struggled in the first two rounds. Lloyd did a number on him, so another good one to watch. They'll need to get themselves into the game early, Sydney.
So Schneider to do the kicking in. One of a group of Swans who really needs to do more. He goes short to Crouch. Playing in game number 185 in a row. That's amazing. 185 straight since debut. He switches. And finds Roberts Thompson. Puts one over the top to Schneider. Now he's away on that raking left boot to the wing. And he finds his target in Richards.
And this is where the Swans have been pretty good, pinpointing passes to Hall.
Looking for Hall. Play on, says the umpire. No mark. Now, why was that play? Must have been touched off the boot. Hall will be careful to be pinned here. No. But it's no reason. Kick by Matthews to half forward. Richards gets there first. Nicely trapped. Keeps it alive, and a sensational handball to Kirk, who finds his man in Davis. How about that for a handball? That was beautifully done. Davis has kicked a goal. Swans on the board. It's a tough ask from here for Mickey O'Loughlin, who kicks it to the hot spot. There's a huge pack here. Back of the pack. Chance for Kirk. Fed it out. Matthews!
Which is a big one. French hand on the ball. Houlihan couldn't prize it out. The Swans are winning all those contested balls. Kirk Hall went high and early, and roving it beautifully, Buchanan to O'Loughlin. Just a while ago from further out. He doesn't miss that. The Swans lead by 19 points.
Ball against French. This is Scotland. On the left foot to a contest. Favola, that's a freak. Leo Barry. That was not subtle enough. He just bowled over Favola. That was a clear free kick.
Jason Saddington's moved to the forward line. That's a better move because they need Thornton in defence.
So first disposal for Brendan Favola. He looks for Stevens, who did it beautifully. He can run on and kick a magnificent goal. So Kirk up against Spawn. Kirk again. Fed it out the handball to Williams. Little give to Goods. Pops it over the top to Roberts Thompson. Sydney have the numbers. O'Loughlin, classy. Back to Goods. Now Goods has got O'Keefe long, and he kicks in his direction. He sets himself. Beautifully done. This is the first goal of the season for Ryan O'Keefe.
As you said, Wolsey, Sydney are renowned for being the best side in this position. There's a lot of numbers inside 50, but O'Keefe's still looking to pass off, as he does here.
To Richards. That one didn't come off, but the ball's still alive. Buchanan. Back to Richards. Now Buchanan has a third crack. Keeps it alive. Buchanan did well. Squares it up to Bolton. And how's that for perseverance? Beautifully done from Eamon Buchanan, who just refused to give up. And now he's set his team up for a goal. Having a pretty good start to the year, unlike some of his mates. His numbers are good in the first 2 weeks, and he's kicked his first goal of the season.
They're listening to you in the Carlton box. Rob McLaren's off. Simpson's on. And the Swans are playing their game.
Just too top-heavy up forward. It's okay if Carlton's getting a lot of the ball and putting it deep forward, but they're not.
O'Keefe to Craig Bolton. And here's O'Loughlin on the lead. Thornton's into his back. And Carlton fans are not going to be happy. O'Loughlin slots it perfectly. Stevens and DeLuca. Scott Camporeale's meant to have gone to Essendon, but Adrian DeLuca looks like Campo with manure in his boots. That's a good delivery, and Koutafidis can line them up again. Since the knee injury is not quite as reliable, but that's good. Carlton get their second.
Barnaby French being taken from the field.
He's been told to go. He's not sure what to do with it. Oh, this is really deteriorating this game at the moment. More like the Benny Hill show. So many mistakes.
Fev.
Simpson to Favola. Went for the big hanger. Now, it's a free kick to Favola.
He's given against Roberts Thompson for Chevening.
Play an advantage. Betts has kicked the goal.
Move over now.
So Buchanan. Take two. That's not 15, surely.
That's all they wanted.
Oh, see, was that 15?
There it is.
That's all they wanted to get a ball.
I reckon that was less than 10.
Well, let's have a look at it. Tim, you're the expert on distance.
That's not even 10.
14 and a half.
But they got what they wanted, the mark inside 50.
Davis has got one. And that's a beautiful kick.
O'Keefe, Fosdyke, delaying the kick, then having to blaze. Here comes Hall. Ooh, and here comes Teague at each other again. Richards extricating the ball for Schneider, and the delivery to O'Loughlin good.
Paul Roos may well put Goods forward to use him as a marking target.
That's a good kick. He has three, and the Swans pull away.
That's the way it's played these days. If Carlton want to get back into the game, I think they've got to go one-on-one.
Murphy to Simpson. And that is not a bad kick, and he pulls one back for the Blues.
When you started up after a year out of football, how long do you think it might take? Like, I guess you went down pretty early.
You'd like to think you'd be able to find it pretty quickly, but...
Ben Tech, in the meantime, has kicked another one for the Blues. Kate Simpson to do the kicking in. Decides to go short and finds Scotland. He's off. Looks for McGrath. He smashes it forward. Running onto it is Houlihan, but he won't get there first. Nice pick up by Murphy. Here come the Blues again for Favola. From right on 50, Favola has kicked the goal.
Carlton throwing everything at Sydney.
Yeah, Whitnell's got off Barry Hall, pushed forward.
O'Keefe is outreached by the big red. Just there's a man loose.
Saddington.
Can the former Swan make something of it? Yes, he can. The Blues are within a goal. Well, the Swans are like a racehorse that wins all the close ones, but got a long way in front and didn't know what to do in this game. And right now, they're in the horrors. DeLuca for Carlton to Scotland, who likes to attack. Goes for Favola, two against him. Kirk with courage, but the door's open for Stevens, who puts it away. Scores a level.
Barry Hall.
Here they go. Gee, they do it well. They do this better than anybody, Sydney.
The two behinds to Barry Hall.
A short pass into the forward line.
Davis to McVeigh.
And Dennis Pagan would be in the coach's box absolutely tearing his hair out saying, I've told them this, we know it's going to happen, why can't they be alongside their opponents? And part of the reason is because they time their leads well, the Sydney players. They also block for each other and they also make space. They're very disciplined to make space for other players to run into.
Marks inside 50 in this match, 16-4.
Yeah,
favourite of the Swans.
They are the best at it, Sydney.
McVeigh, and that is a beautiful kick. Swans back in front by a goal.
And have a look at the space. They make the space, they get into the middle corridor, the Sydney players take their opponents, and Carlton just have to be smart enough just to zone off a fraction and make sure that they're covering the fat side of the ground, which is the open side.
Yes, well, the strain is starting to show here. It looked as though it was going to be a soda. But in fact, the hangover is revealing itself again. McLaren winning that well, but bad luck for Stevens. It wouldn't bounce for him. Kirk the takeaway. Hall like an express train. And McVeigh gives it back to him, and he goes for O'Loughlin, who can line up for number 4.
Well, Carazzo, I think it's Carazzo, tried to get in front there to get a fist on it. It was, but he missed by inches. And Barry Hall, just terrific composure. You can see Carazzo coming from the side to try to help Thornton out. Just doesn't get there.
Big plays from Hall. He's had a quiet night, but just been involved in the last 2 setups. O'Loughlin 5 marks inside 50. And 4 goals is a big contribution in a low-scoring game.
Had a big night.
In fact,
15.
15. How about that?
22 disposals. He's back.
He's back in form, isn't he?
Let's speak too soon, boys.
Dear.
Oh, no! It's a turnover. Betts. Favola might get one in the end anyway! Oh, what a muck-up from the Swans! He could have been easily a member of the Mosquito fleet back in the 70s.
Well, kick fights, Kuda Dennis Pagan's coached really well. Kuda to the forward line and little Eddie Betts in front of him.
McLaren has got it! To make it a point the difference. McLaren drives it home.
Just having a look at Dylan McLaren again in sight, waving his finger up saying, kick it to me, I'm a chance here. I've got Roberts Thompson with his back to me. And well done from the big fella. He put his arms up. If he can do that more often, he's going to be a much improved player.
After the McLaren goal, Paul Roos has taken Chambers from the field, McLaren's opponent in the ruck, and Jolly has come on to contest this centre bounce.
This is very serious for the Premiers. They're playing the Wooden Spooners, who are undermanned, and they are in strife right now. Jolly thumps Sydney forward. The bounce beat O'Keefe and Walker. Matthews working it out. Jude Bolton to Buchanan. And back to Bolton. The big wind-up. The long bomb. A goal. Well played.
Thank you, that's
Swans are giving it all a bit of a nudge tonight, but they're building here. O'Keefe.
Wait.
Carlton covering the short pass, the long options on, and it's Hall at the end of it, and he wins against Whitnall.
That's the one that he likes to be involved in, where it's a test of strength running back to the flight.
And he can go for home, and he puts it through and gives the Swans some breathing space. And caused one of the big upsets. Nick Stevens, lovely kick of the ball, and so's this young man.
Yeah, you like it to be in Mark Murphy's hands. That is a super well-weighted kick. Now, if Favola could kick this, this is within his kicking range.
He also needs a super well-weighted kick, and the weight has to be maximum.
To be right on his distance, this. He's pushed off Leo there, managed to get himself a chest mark. This is
just the sort of thing that could give them the lift to get them up. A thumping goal from outside 50. Big moment. Big kick. Great kick by Favola. The Blues still alive.
Still Sydney by 7. Don't take any notice of that clock.
However, time is gone, and the Swans win their first of the 2006 season. The Wooden Spooners far from disgraced. Their fans not happy with the manner in which Sydney hung on to win, but Sydney are happy with the 4 points.